Please put your hands together and welcome the Wigan Youth Training Jazz Orchestra and their standing music director, Dave Mitchell. Have a wonderful afternoon of music and we look forward to seeing you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, and a very good afternoon to you from the members of the Wigan Youth Training Jazz Orchestra. And yes, my great pleasure to be here and working just for a brief time with these young players. And as Ian's already alluded to, this is so important because my job these days is to run the senior youth jazz orchestra, but that wouldn't exist without this training the next generation as it has done for years and years now. So extremely important work going on here. And didn't they sound fantastic in their first number? Give me some more loving. One of the important things you have to do in jazz education, I suppose, is to teach the range of different styles that we have to play in a big band. And so that one, of course, a quite heavy rock arrangement, and this one now, back to our roots in jazz music, a swing number, one of the jazz standards. It's called Moaning. very much. And you heard a fantastic trumpet sally there. Did you hear them all playing that really hard tune together? So that's a special clap for the trumpet section. Well done, everybody. And an alto solo from Matthew. Well done, Matthew. And a little outro from Sophia. And someone who we should also credit, when we're just talking about a few of the players, is our drummer, Matthew, because out there in the schools in Wigan, there must be, I don't know, 150, 200 kids who learn to play drums. I think there's about 3 who can play a swing rhythm, and there's about 4 who can even try and play in a big band, you know, so he's a very rare breed. So what about a round of applause for Matthew, our drummer? Well done, Matthew. So I know one of the important roles of this band is to teach and develop a little bit of confidence in improvisation. So we're going to give some of the players a chance to do that in this tune now, and feature a lot of them in a very short little solo. But it's educationally very, very important that we do that. And this is an arrangement of On Broadway. Now, I know all the names of the kids in my own band. I am going to have to cheat. Well, weren't all our soloists fantastic? We started with Oliver on trumpet. Followed by Sophia on piano, Chloe on sax, Jackson, very brave on piano, well done Jackson, Jack on guitar, and Matthew Kinlock again on alto, well done Jack. Alright, we're going to play one of the band's favourites, and I know it is because you sort of call out what we're going to play next in the rehearsals, and sometimes you get a "Hey," you know. It's a bit of a giveaway. They like this one, and they really like the last one we're going to play for you this afternoon. This is one by Herbie Hancock, one of the sort of all-time classics of more modern jazz, with a very, very famous bass line which just gets in your ear and you can't stop humming it or singing it. And everyone, there's like a rites of passage. If you play a bass instrument like trombone or baritone saxophone or obviously bass guitar, you've got to play this bass line really, really loud for about 15 minutes at the start of every rehearsal. That's just what happens from time to time. You did that, didn't you, Henry, at one point? You went through your chameleon phase, didn't you? Yeah. Come out the other side now, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, giving it away. We're going to play Chameleon.
2-2. Hey.
Oh, thanks so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, important piece for the bass. And we've got 3 bass players in this band, ladies and gentlemen. Barry, what are the names of the bass players? Daniel. Jacob on the double bass. Very important. Noah. Well done, basses. And And as anyone who's involved with this music will tell you, the bass is absolutely vital. If the bass stops, the whole thing falls apart really, and so that's one of the reasons that in both our bands, both in the training band and in the youth band, we have a tutor who's always there to give a little bit of encouragement and specialist support for that instrument. So we're really grateful to Barry being here today, as he is every Monday with the band helping the rhythm section. So a round of applause for Barry Howard. Thanks, Barry. Thank you very much. I'm in a very vulnerable position here today, ladies and gentlemen, because the kids know the music better than I do. That's never a good thing. Should always be at least one lesson ahead of the students. I don't feel as though I am. Anyway, didn't they do great there? And you know what? Swing music is so hard to teach and to learn because it's not the music that we're hearing every day. When that tune was written, whenever it was, in the 1950s or whenever it was, that was the music that you heard all the time on the radio. It was just the music of the world at the time, wasn't it? The Western world, anyway. But it's not anymore, is it? You know, and so that rhythmical, all those rhythmical idiosyncrasies of the music are just not part of our everyday listening. We don't hear it very much on the TV and incidental music or film music or anything like that. It's all gone. So it's really difficult to teach it to these young people who are not familiar with that language. So such important work to keep the tradition of that music going. So what about another round of applause for the band being brave enough to play swing music in 2022. But back to something which they're much more familiar with, what we call the straight eighth rock style, in fact funky style this. It's a little piece that I've never ever heard of or seen before. It's called The Funky Monkey. Thank you very much, and some fantastic piano playing going in that, wasn't there? Yeah, Sophia again on the piano, well done. Yes, we're really very grateful to the team that normally work with this band, and as you know, Sharon's not here today. We hope that she's back with us as soon as possible in the new year, and I know that she's really sorry not to be able to be with the band. She's done all the work, of course, all term teaching them these songs. It's just a shame that she's not able to share it with them. But there'll be many other times. But along with Sharon, every Monday we've got Barry, as you've already seen, and Stuart, who's in our trumpet section. Stuart Peacock, fantastic brass player, and keyboard player as well. So we're really grateful to Stuart. So thanks, Stu. And also Henry, who's sat there on the end. He's a bit big for this band now. Henry's actually doing a little bit of work with the music service this year, helping us to set up rehearsals and various little things like that. And every Monday, voluntarily comes along and plays with the junior band, as he does on a Tuesday with the brass band. So really fantastic to see a really talented and up-and-coming young musician giving back and helping the next generation to develop their skills. And so thanks very much to Henry Kay. This is a song called Boom Boom, and I said, oh, is it a tribute to Basil Brush? And they didn't have a clue what I was talking about. Anyway, Boom Boom.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Boom Boom, sung by John Lee Hooker, and a chance to hear an alto solo from Shannon, and Shannon is also in the senior band, who's here again after the interval playing second alto, but taking the lead in this band. Shannon Cotter will get an alto solo for them. You don't like standing up, you know. Well, we've come to the last item in the first half, and we're going to play a piece which is really ambitious for a band of this age and experience, because it's by a composer called Gordon Goodwin, and it's one that the senior band have played on and off for a long, long time, even back when Ian was directing the band. They used to play this one. The thing about Gordon Goodwin is he writes for the traditional orchestration of a big band, but in such a modern, accessible way. It's really, really very clever what he does, and he's reintroduced a whole new generation of young people to this music through the skill of his compositions. And this one is going to feature a couple of solos. Who have we got in this? We've got Sophia, of course. Who does the first solo? Jack on guitar. Brilliant. So we're going to hear from Jack first and Sophia second. And this is a piece by Gordon Goodwin called Hit the Bricks.
One, two, three.
Matthew on drums, what fantastic job we did that, well done. Jack, guitar solo. And fantastic piano solo that much has been working very, very hard on. Sophia, take it out. With the jazz sunglasses on. And the rest of the band, stand up everybody. Well done.